Commander-at-Large Greg Bovino is out of Minnesota, and Secretary Kristi Noem is facing calls of impeachment, both of whom claimed Preddy was threatening federal agents with his gun, something the video of the shooting directly contradicts. President Trump has now tapped his border czar, Tom Homan, to run the deportation operation in Minnesota. Homan, a 40-year veteran of DHS operations, previously headed deportations under President Obama and typically employs a more methodical approach to deportations, much different from the tactics employed by Greg Bovino, which have been derided by many and the subject of heavy criticism. NewsNation's Allie Bradley has more live on the ground in Minnesota. Allie, good afternoon.
Yeah, hey, good afternoon, Nick. So we just got word that Tom Homan is in town officially, and he just met with Governor Tim Walz. So what his office is saying, what the governor's office here is saying, is that they reiterated the priorities for Minnesota, saying impartial investigations into the Minneapolis shooting involving federal agents, a swift, significant reduction in number of federal forces in Minnesota, and an end to the campaign of retribution against Minnesota. And then we also heard from Chief Gregory Bovino, who told me the agents of Operation At Large were a true honor to serve with, saying, now, folks, those agents really made a difference, unprecedented. And we know that Chief Gregory Bovino has been relieved of command. He has been relieved from his role as Commander at Large, and he is officially out of Minnesota now, going back to the El Centro sector where he was chief. That, according to our sources. Now, several Border Patrol agents are also leaving Minnesota, but some who were getting ready to leave were actually told to stay. They told me they were packing up and going home, but that was paused. They're now staying here, and that's something Mayor Frey says he's going to continue to push against following his conversation with President Trump. Now, we do expect Mayor Frey to also meet with border czar Tom Homan as well on that front. Now, when it comes to the deadly shooting, obviously, we're likely going to hear more coming out on that investigation. Tom Homan is here on the ground. He's going to be focusing, though, on immigration enforcement, but we'll also be digging into the fraud investigation into the state. Of course, that's the reason why they were here in the first place. We want to give you a little bit more background. I know Nick kind of broke down who Tom Homan is, but let's kind of give you some more information. He's a former New York police officer and Border Patrol agent. He was tapped by the Obama administration in 2013 to lead ICE's deportation efforts, and during his tenure, ICE carried out record numbers of formal deportations. Obama later awarded Homan the Presidential Rank Award, the highest honor for career civil servants. He also served as President Trump's acting ICE director during his first term. Now, when it comes to that deadly shooting, the White House says DHS is leading the investigation through Homeland Security investigations. DHS has Alex Preddy's phone and the officer's gun. The FBI is going to be investigating Preddy's gun, but that's the extent of their involvement at the moment. Now, Customs and Border Protection is conducting its own internal investigation. Of course, that's the agency that directly oversees Border Patrol, the agency that was involved in the shooting death of Alex Preddy. Now, DHS officials also say some federal agents were actually wearing body cameras, and there is camera footage from multiple angles of Saturday's incident. Investigators are currently reviewing that footage, and this all comes as a chief federal judge in Minnesota is saying that the Trump administration has not complied with court orders requiring hearings for detained immigrants. So they're actually subpoenaing the acting ICE director, Todd Lyons, to be before a judge on Friday. So a lot of moving parts here, Nick, that we're trying to keep our eyes on. And of course, if anything breaks, we'll be the first to report it here.
Allie, one more moving part I want to ask you about, though, because we know that President Trump spoke with both Governor Walz and Mayor Frey. Is the Department of Homeland Security still moving forward with this main mission?
Yeah, so ICE is going to remain here, and the agency is standing strong behind its operation in the Twin Cities, and the Department of Homeland Security took to X to continue posting what it calls the, quote, worst of the worst in Minneapolis. They shared photos and descriptions of suspects who they have labeled as violent offenders, which include sex predators, those driving under the influence, and drug dealing charges as well. ICE says more than 3,400 criminal illegal immigrants have been arrested under Operation Metro Surge. That began at the end of November. And of course, we're told that these operations are going to continue to to be going on despite Gregory Bovino's departure here, Nick.
We'll see if the temperature is lowered, though, with Homan now leading the helm. Allie Bradley live in Minneapolis. Allie, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.